Hello everyone, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am up with a layout today using my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit. So my kit for this month is the Coco Vanilla Studio Happiness collection. So I'm creating grid layout for this one. So one of the pattern papers had some frames on it from this collection, and what I actually did was fussy cut the frames, which you'll see in another layout. You may have seen it already. I don't remember the order these are going up in, but inside of the frames were these words, inspirational phrases. And they said a range of things. So, you know, the best, good vibes, oh yeah, happy snaps, smiles for miles. What else have I got? Shine bright and fun, fun, fun. So I fussy cut the frames, and obviously these parts were left over, and I thought, you know what, they would create a good grid layout. Now the photos are of Lincoln, obviously. They're a bit random. He's just eating an apple on the couch, but they're not random for us. They actually signify the first time Lincoln ever ate an apple without the need for me to cut it up. So he ate an apple the normal way, would you say? And so, you know, it was an occasion that I wanted to make sure I documented, because he had I'd never given him an apple just to eat. If this is the first time watching my videos, that will sound strange to you. But my son has a medical condition where he was born with his esophagus not connected. So he had to have surgery when he was born to reconnect his esophagus. And so eating is, and always will be, not a challenge necessarily, but definitely something that we have to be a little bit more considerate and mindful of. But not so much as he's getting older, it's getting easier. But certainly when he was younger, it was definitely a big deal. Weaning and introducing solids and, helping and supporting him to learn how to chew properly and all of that stuff. He still has issues now. He's nearly 3. They are lifelong. He will have those forever. But it will definitely get easier the older that he gets. And also, just because he'll be able to communicate easier with us to tell us how he's feeling. That will make it easier for him as well. And he'll be able to understand more when we explain to him what is happening. So in terms of his esophagus does not work the same way as those of us who do not have a injury to our esophagus. So the esophagus is a muscle. Feel like I'm giving you a bit of an anatomy lesson here, but the esophagus is a muscle and it pushes food down into your stomach. Lincoln's esophagus is damaged, so the muscle doesn't work properly and it doesn't push food down into his stomach. So gravity basically has to do that for him. And so what that means is it can take him a lot longer to eat because he has to wait when he eats his food for it to go down. Drinking water or any form of liquid helps in that process. So we drink a lot of water while we're eating dinner or lunch or any meal really. So that's it. That's the esophagus, and also where the scar tissue is from his surgery site. Food can get stuck there, and it's called a sticky. So anyway, eating an apple, it was a big deal. Now I magically jumped in this video. I created, and then I went off and had dinner, and I came back. This is actually in the evening. And I actually was playing around with the layout, just trying to create some little clusters on each page. I realized I hadn't turned my video on. So when I turned my camera on, you'd see that I'd already played with my layout. Nothing is stuck down, but I had already kind of worked out, what my clusters might look like. Now, not all of these things in these clusters are from the Coco Vanilla Studio Happiness collection. I didn't have that much small embellishments left. I had a lot of butterflies, but I didn't have much else that wasn't butterflies. So I actually just did pull some random things from my stash. I have a plan. I've got some little drawers in front of me on my desk that just hold random stuff. And it's been on my list of things to do for a long time, to purge my scrap room and to donate some things to Lincoln's daycare for the kids to play and craft with. And I will do that still. Maybe when I go on maternity leave, see how I'm feeling before this baby arrives. So I'm planning to go off 6 weeks before my due date. I went off 4 weeks before my due date with Lincoln, and he was born 3 weeks early. So I ended up having just on a week of leave before Lincoln arrived. And so I don't want to leave myself in that same position this time around. So it probably means this baby will be late. But just in case she decides to be early as well, I want to be ready. So I might have some time up my sleeve, so we'll see. We'll see what I feel up to doing. We'll see how the weather's going. If it's too hot, my scrap room gets very hot. So anyway, who knows? But it's on my list of things to do to purge. So I am just sticking things down. Sorry, I probably could be telling you what I'm doing, but I'm really just sticking. I'm sticking all the things down. So, as I said, just creating my little clusters into each of the grids. I realised now looking back on this, but also I filmed my layout share and I was getting ready to put all my layouts away. I didn't leave myself anywhere to journal on this layout. And while I'm not a big journaler, I do just want to write a note or two about the fact that this is the first time Lincoln ever ate an apple. And, you know, that's a big deal for us. And so I do want to be able to write that down. So I will have to figure that out. Whether I do some hidden journaling and tuck it in behind my layout, or maybe I will get a white gel pen and do a little bit of journaling underneath one of the photos. I don't know yet, but I will definitely be adding a line or two of journaling. I just need to figure out where. And soon, because I want to put all of these layouts away. I need to get them off my desk. I don't have a very big scrap room. That's the other thing that's on the list of things to do, is a room tour. But, you know, it's a catch-22. I want to purge my craft room first before I do a room tour. So look, we'll see. We'll see what this year has in store for us when I am on maternity leave. We'll see how much scrapping I can actually get done. You know, I could surprise myself and get a lot done, or more than likely, I won't get very much done at all, and that is okay. That's sort of what I'm planning in my head, that once Bubs arrives, certainly for the first couple of months, I'll be a bit light on with the scrapbooking. I hope to have pre-filmed some things, so you might not necessarily notice, but I definitely will probably take a break just to adjust to newborn life. You know, having a toddler at home as well as a newborn, I have no doubt is going to be you know, fun, but also hard work. So, you know, we'll have to see. We'll just have to play it by ear and see how it goes. So I'm adding a little tiny word sticker to each of the little squares, just, you know, for fun, just because I can. And then I will add some splatters, and then we'll be done. There will be a close-up for this in the link in the description box. Sorry, that makes absolutely no sense. I just went on autopilot then. There will be a close-up for this layout at the end of this video, not in the link in the description box. Although my Instagram will be linked there, and hopefully I've put this layout on Instagram. I am terrible with Instagram. Terrible. Jess yells at me all the time. She's good with Instagram. I am bad. Really bad. I can barely keep up with one social media platform, being YouTube, let alone social media in terms of Instagram and Facebook. I try to post on all the groups and be active and be involved, but just, I don't always have time. So, you know, if you don't see me as active in those platforms, that's why. I prioritize getting my stuff up on YouTube, and, you know, if Instagram and Facebook happen, that's great. If they don't, that's okay too. So we are done. Here's my close-ups. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you in our next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.